I want you to brace yourselves, because what I'm about to share will leave you both frustrated and fired up. Once again, Washington elites are playing their classic shell game, moving your tax dollars from one bloated agency to another, well, pretending it's all in the name of helping the people. We just watched Senator Chris Van Hollen try to sneak in a $90 million amendment to boost the Social Security Administration, claiming it's to improve customer service. And hey, we all agree our seniors deserve better. But let me tell you what the mainstream media won't. This whole amendment wasn't about serving Americans, it was about shifting money from one unaccountable bureaucratic swamp to another. They're blaming everything from call wait times to website crashes on Elon Musk and so-called chainsaw cuts, when the real problem is years of government bloat and mismanagement. Today, we're breaking down what really happened in that Senate hearing and why you should be paying attention.
Are there further
Madam Chair.
amendments? Senator Van Hollen.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I have an amendment that I think will be distributed on the Social Security Administration. As it's handed out, I just want to thank Senator Baldwin for her efforts to provide funding in this bill for public radio and the Corporation of Public Broadcasting. I was glad to see there may be an effort to put something in before the bill gets to the floor. That, I think, would be very important. This is an amendment that deals with the challenge which is identified in the bipartisan committee report regarding service delivery at the Social Security Administration. And I'm just going to read what the committee found. The committee notes that there are significant service delivery challenges at SSA that are impacting critical services that millions of Americans rely on. This amendment would help address that issue by providing $90 million to help strengthen customer service. It's very clear that this function has been under-resourced for a long time. That's been the testimony we've received from folks at the Social Security Administration. The situation was made much worse, I think we all recognize, during the early days of the Elon Musk Doge effort. And there were efforts to essentially take a chainsaw, that's Elon Musk's metaphor, not mine, to important services there. And the results were a denial of important customer service to millions of our constituents who were seeking answers regarding Social Security and other benefits. There was a huge drop in the number of calls even answered. Those that were answered had very long wait times. Then you may remember they had an issue with the website crashing. Then they tried to assign people from different regional officers to fill the gap. So there's a real need to make sure our constituents can get answers regarding their benefits. The $90 million comes from OMB, and I want to take 1 second just to explain this. As part of the fiscal year 26 request that we're reviewing here, FISG will review, Russ Vought, the director of OMB, while he's calling for cuts to all the other agencies, is asking for a 13% increase in his budget. While he's calling for people to be fired from other agencies, he's asking for more people at OMB. That will be a decision this committee reaches with respect to fiscal year 26. But on top of that, in the reconciliation bill, there was something we'd never done before. There was a mandatory spending of $100 million to OMB, which is almost double its current budget. Almost double its current budget. No explanation for what this was going to be used for, why it was needed. We all ask questions. So what this amendment does is, in order to help our constituents get better service delivery through the Social Security Administration, which took a big hit because of the Elon Musk operation, that we take monies from this unaccountable fund at OMB to make sure that we address that purpose. And I ask my colleagues for their support, and I ask for a roll call vote.
Let's unpack this, folks. Here are the facts. Senator Van Hollen proposed a $90 million amendment to supposedly fix customer service at the SSA. That money? He wanted to pull it from a mysterious $100 million increase given to the Office of Management, an agency that nearly doubled its budget overnight, without explanation. Yeah, that's your money, by the way. And guess what? The problems Van Hollen cited, long wait times, website issues, have been going on for years. This isn't new. It's just now being weaponized for political gain. Instead of addressing bad management, they're throwing more taxpayer dollars at the problem. Typical DC thinking. And of course, they dragged Elon Musk into this, blaming the entrepreneur for chainsawing social services. Folks, Musk isn't in charge of the SSA, but he's the left's new punching bag whenever they need a distraction. Republican Senator Shelley Capito stepped up and called it like it is. This amendment was a duplicate of what's already in the 2026 bill, which already includes a $100 million increase for SSA. So what's the real game here? It's about shifting funds away from scrutiny, away from oversight, and into slush funds where bureaucrats can do whatever they want. Democrats tried to argue that this was about repairing damage to SSA services, but many Republicans knew better. They saw through the smoke and mirrors. The result? The amendment failed, 1-4 yes, 15 no, with most Democrats voting for it, and Republicans standing their ground. And let me remind you, that $100 million for OMA still there. No accountability, no answers. Just another day in the swamp.
Senator Capito.
Thank you, and I want to thank Senator Van Hollen. I know I've heard him speak on Social Security more than a few times, and I know he is offering this out of his great concern. And so I think Senator Baldwin and I reflect that concern in our bill, in our fiscal 2026 Labor H bill in its current form. It provides adequate funding, I believe, Social Security for administrative expenses. It's $100 million more than it was last year. The report also includes language to note that in the language part of the bill, to note that the purpose of this funding is to support staffing needs at the agency. In other words, we don't want to see it diverted, even though IT is a big question over there, diverted to exclusively IT. So I think this amendment basically duplicates steps that we are taking in the base bill, and so I would urge my colleagues to vote against the amendment.
Are there
Madam Chair,
other comments?
Just very, very briefly. This is an account I think we've all sort of paid attention to for a while. It is chronically underfunded. All you have to do is talk to former Social Security Administration O'Malley, administrator. So I do appreciate the steps the committee's taken, but given the hit that this function and mission took early on, there's a lot of damage to be repaired, and I think that they need the $90 million a lot more than the OMB needs an additional slush fund outside their normal fiscal year budget. So I would ask for the vote.
Are there any other comments? I will just make one quick one, and that is I very much appreciate the additional funding that has been put into the bill to improve customer service at SSA. This has been a terrible problem in the state of Maine, and the additional funding in the subcommittee bill clearly is needed. I look forward to reviewing very carefully OMB's budget as part of the FSGG subcommittee bill that is produced for many of the reasons that the senator from Maryland has said, the 13% increase at a time when other budgets are being cut in on top of the money that was in the reconciliation bill. But I do think that the chair and ranking member have invested in customer service by adding the $100 million, I believe it is, in the underlying bill. Any other comments? If not, Senator Murkowski.
Just for point of information, how much is this increase that is included in the bill? What are we above the president's budget on this?
President's budget was level, and so we are $100 million above the president's budget.
So substantial.
Thank you.
With that, the clerk will call the roll.
Senator McConnell.
No by proxy.
Senator Murkowski.
No.
Senator Graham.
No by proxy.
Senator Moran.
No by proxy.
Senator Hoven.
No by proxy.
Senator Bozeman.
No by proxy.
Senator Capito. Senator Kennedy.
No by proxy.
Senator Hyde-Smith. Senator Hagerty.
No by proxy.
Senator Britt.
No by proxy.
Senator Mullen.
No by proxy.
Senator Fisher.
No by proxy.
Senator Rounds.
No by proxy.
Senator Murray.
Aye.
Senator Durbin.
Aye.
Senator Reed.
Aye.
Senator Shaheen.
Aye by proxy.
Senator Merkley.
Aye by proxy.
Senator Coons.
Aye by proxy.
Senator Schatz.
Aye by proxy.
Senator Baldwin. Senator Murphy. Senator Van Hollen. Senator Heinrich. Senator Peters.
Aye by proxy.
Senator Gillibrand.
Aye by proxy.
Senator Assad. Chair Collins.
No. On this vote, the ayes are 14, the nays are 15. The amendment is not agreed to.
My friends, this is what happens when big government grows too big to fail. The left keeps demanding more funding while failing to explain where the last $1 billion went. And when patriots like you and me start asking questions, they blame Elon Musk. They blame Republicans. They blame everyone except themselves. We need real reforms, not more bloated budgets and power grabs disguised as help for seniors. If they really cared, they'd clean house at the SSA and OM, not toss another $90 million into the fire. It's time to wake up, folks. Government should work for the people, not enrich itself at our expense. If you're tired of this nonsense, like this video, share it with a fellow patriot, and hit that subscribe button. Turn on notifications so you don't miss the truth they're trying to silence. And drop a comment below. Do you think Social Security needs more money? Or more accountability? Stay strong, stay free, and God bless America.